Hey y'all, it's Caitlin. I'm super excited. It's the first Sunday. I'm gonna have to take off my glasses because there's a glare. Yeah. It's super excited because it's the first Sunday of 2016, which is hard to believe. And I can finally start um, sharing this 52-week journey. I'm going to try my best to document our life at least once a week for this whole year. One of my goals for the last several years has always been to write more, share more, document our family a little bit better. I think that started when Tucker was born, and you want to keep up with all the cool, fun, and silly, crazy things they're doing. But I never got around to it because life gets busy, and honestly, me getting alone time to sit down and write in a journal anymore is that those days have gone out the window, especially with baby number two coming early this spring. Life's only going to get crazier from here, so I figured just popping in every week and doing a quick video maybe a little easier on me and maybe a little bit more of an achievable goal rather than setting one that I can't achieve. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this new year. I know a lot of people say that New Year's is just another day or it's a hype or whatever. But I love that idea of getting a fresh new start if you need one. If you don't, keep doing you, keep being awesome. But I kind of like the idea of just taking some time at the beginning of every year to reflect on the things that went well and maybe didn't go so well in the year before and figure out where to go from here. And I like the idea of setting goals because I feel like if you don't ever have a point that you're working toward, you're not going anywhere. There's really no point. So I was just looking back in the last couple days on my goals from last year. Cause I made my goal. I was going to write in my journal every day. You know how many days I did that? One, just January 1st. That was the only day I wrote. But here's what I said. January 1st, 2015. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. Today's the first day of a whole new year. I remember thinking that 2015 was such a long way away, and here it is. I'll turn 25 in May, and Emma will graduate from high school and start college. Brent and I will be married for 3 years in June, and Tucker will turn 2 in August. I have high hopes and big plans for 2015. I hope to become a better version of myself. No, that's not exactly right. I want to get back to myself. Somewhere I lost myself. I keep letting myself slip further and further away. I'm scared to drive, to put myself out there, to try, to fail. I'm done with fear. At this point, what do I really have to lose? And then I listed my goals. Move my body every day. I was just getting started on my fitness journey after Tucker was born, just, 16 months later. And so that was my goal, was to just do something every day, not just sit on the couch and freeze up or lounge when I got home. Drink water. Well, yeah, drink more water. I feel like that's everybody's goal. Write and read daily, and then I put for me because I write and read every day. I'm an English teacher, but a lot of times that's either young adult stuff, which I love to read, but doesn't really do much to stimulate me as an adult, thinker or anything like that. So that's for fun, but I needed to read more for me, and I wanted to write every day for me. Needless to say, those didn't happen. I set a goal on my Goodreads account for 40 books in 2015. I think I read 10 that were for me, not counting the Little Blue Truck or Romeo and Juliet or any of that other stuff that I was reading for work or for Tucker. I think I read 8 books for myself. So didn't meet that goal. Maybe it was a little overzealous. Be present and put down my phone. And I worked on that a lot more, I think, this year. But that's going to be something I talk about in a couple weeks. How your phone can just take over your life. I really worked on some time management on that because it can. We're all kind of glued to our phone because we can access everything there. So that was a big one. Kind of still putting that one on this year. Have fun with Tucker and Brent. We did that. Lots of fun things. We bought our first house. Um, took Tucker to the zoo for the first time. Did some really fun stuff with him. Um, eat consciously. I didn't put eat better or go on a diet or anything like that. Just pay attention to what I was eating a little bit closer. And that's still something that I want to do. I feel like, well, I mean, I know I was. I was raised by a mom who I love her to death, and she's wonderful. But she's kind of one of those people that can eat whatever she wants and still say, within 10 or 15 pounds of what she weighed in high school. And that is frustrating. If you're one of those people, gosh, how do you do it? But I'm not one of those people, but I've been eating like that my whole life, and it really didn't matter because I was, doing sports in high school and even staying pretty active in college, and so it never really caught up with me until I wasn't doing something every day. And then, oh my gosh, I can't have a honey bun and a Dr. Pepper for breakfast every day, even though they're delicious. So just paying attention to what I eat was really, really big for 2015. I'm going to keep that one on my list of goals. And then to stay put. I was so tired. At this point last year, I was just in a really rough place, and I can kind of see that um, from where I was writing. And it makes me sad because it was just a really, really kind of dark time. After Tucker was born, we had moved. Brent and I were married. Brent and I have been married for going on 4 years, and we have had let me count, one job, two job. Okay, this is our third um, coaching, teaching position together while we were married. Um, and so we lived in one, two, three houses the first year we were married, little rent houses. Then we moved into an apartment when we moved here, and then we bought our house. So this is house number 5 in less than 4 years. And I think I was really, really, really just feeling kind of displaced. Where we are now is like 6 hours at the shortest from my parents and about 4 hours from his parents. And for me, when you're a family person and a homebody, that's really, really hard. And sorry. I'm also not really a person that makes friends easily. I've always been really reserved and kind of quiet when it comes to that. I don't know. I don't give away my heart to people very often because I'm always feel like I'm bouncing around. So what's the point of putting down roots anywhere just to get your heart broken? I don't know. But at that point, I think I was feeling really, really displaced and alone, and like I needed some roots. Like I needed desperately somewhere to stay put and for things to be maybe a little more consistent, just because change is hard. And when you're doing it all the time, you feel like you're never caught up. So I think like that combined with the first year of being a mom really took its toll on me. People don't really talk about how big of an adjustment becoming a mom can be. Um, but I kind of get excited reading this though, because I'm so excited about where I am starting this new year in a lot better place. Um, Looking back at those goals, move your body every day. I didn't do it every day, but I was pretty close. I started doing the 21 day fix in January a year ago, tomorrow, and was able to lose, baby weight and then some, like 30, 40 pounds. So I'm in a lot better place health wise. And it really wasn't just about losing weight, but it was just about getting healthy and not just kind of being a bump on a log all the time. Um, and then I started a new business with that. That was really cool, with coaching and helping other women kind of get out of that same rut. And it's been a really fulfilling experience for me, being able to be a cheerleader for other people. And, if you're like me and you're kind of isolated from people, it's really, really great because I've met so, so many people. Oh my goodness. And made so many closer friendships through this than I ever did trying to meet people who had things in common with me and, decide if we were friends or not and, find things to talk about. That's been a lot easier doing this. Hang on just 1 minute. Tucker wants to watch Umizoomi. Um, well, here he comes. But anyway, in such a better place this year. I can't wait to share. You don't want to go upstairs. Can't wait to share everything that happens this year with you and hopefully be a little more um, open with what's going on in our lives so that we can document it for future times or just for ourselves, really, because I doubt anyone is going to watch this. Okay, so there's week 1 of 2016.